Hey you guys, and welcome to my August book haul. If you guys are seeing this video, I am basically officially caught up with book haul videos because September is not yet over as I'm filming this. So although I shouldn't say anything because the real challenge will come filming my wrap-ups because I haven't been doing those for a lot longer. So let's go ahead and get started because I shamefully deleted footage from my book outlet unboxing, but luckily I kept them all in the box. But in my defense, I did think I had already backed up the footage onto my computer, but it had been a while since I had open any SD card onto my computer. And when I filmed my Friday Reads, I guess I used the same SD card, but I didn't check all the other videos on there because there was me just thinking that all that footage on there was just from the Friday Reads, because it took me a while since I haven't filmed anything in a while, and it was just shamefulness. But let's go ahead and get started. Again, my 2017 shelf from Goodreads will be on there, and everything will be a link to everything I purchased on here. So the first thing I got on Audible was Wild Seed by Octavia E. Butler, and this is like about this person who he sheds skin he sheds like hosts and stuff like that, like we shed like skin, I guess. Like that's his thing. Like he just goes from one body to the next, and then he meets a shapeshifter who can heal with stuff, and something happens. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is the first book. And then the next thing I got was The First Time She Drowned by Carrie Klettler, and I finally used one of my Audible credits because early in the year I bought like 12 at the same time because they were having a deal, and this was the first thing I got, and I used it wisely because I actually really love this book. I gave it like 4 stars, and it follows this girl, and she's in and out of a mental hospital, and she has been there for a while because of her mother and not agreeing with her mother basically, and like when she's 18 she gets checked out, and this is how she kind of deals with the aftermath of like coming out and being out in the world again. And then the next thing I got was shameful because I didn't write out the whole thing, the title at first, because I was just too lazy, and I usually don't do that, but then I went back and did it really small, so work with me. It is Get Well Soon: History's Worst Plagues and the Heroes Who Fought Them by Jennifer Wright. And this is just like a humorous, realistic take on like the plagues that happened throughout humanity. And then the next book I got was Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. I'm not sure, I think I've seen the movie, I can't remember, but I definitely thought it'd be interesting to listen to the book. And then I got True Grit by Charles Portis. Again, I've seen the newest version of True Grit, but it's completely possible that I saw the original one because I used to watch cowboy marathons like crazy. So then I have We'll Save the Galaxy for Food by Yahtzee Croshaw, and that one, just the title alone, I had to get it. And then I got Mycroft Holmes by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Anna Waterhouse, and this one follows a Mycroft Holmes instead of like Sherlock Holmes. And then I got Way Station by Clifford D. Simic, which I am really excited about. I listened to the first few chapters already on my Kindle when I was walking, but I really think I need to make it an at-home book so I can just listen to it all in one go. It follows this guy, and he has been around for a century, and people are like starting to notice. And what it is that like 100 years ago an alien came to him and made his house a way station for like traveling people throughout the universe, and they don't visit Earth, they just go to this one house, like kind of like a layover type situation to get from one point A to B to C thing. So I'm really liking it so far, and I really can't wait to see what happens next. And then I got Nutshell by Ian McEwan, which is something else I'm really excited for. It follows this woman who is plotting with her brother to kill her husband, and there's only one witness, and that witness is the baby that she is carrying, and it's told from the baby's point of view. So that's going to be really intriguing. And then I got Dauntless and The Fearless, the first and second book in the Lost Fleet series by Jack Campbell, and it follows this guy who is awakened after like 100 years into this war, and he was some kind of general, and he has to kind of lead them in this battle because some of the other important people have been killed. So that's going to be interesting. And then I got Jubilee by Margaret Walker, Atlanta Burns by Chuck Winpeg, and then I got the complete Pattermus series by Octavia E. Butler, which includes Wild Seed, Mind of My Mind, Clay's Ark, and Pattermus. I'm really getting really shameful with my handwriting in this. I have to remember I have to actually read it afterwards. But then, you know, that's the whole series. It was like $3.99. I was really excited. But apparently there's one book in that series that's out of print or something called Survivor, and really hard to get, but apparently the author didn't like it at all, wasn't part of it, so that's why I'm just, maybe I'll find a library that has it so I can check out. Somebody did mention that some libraries might have like an old copy. I don't think my library does, but maybe I'll go inside instead of just checking on a computer just to see. And then I got Bloods, an oral history of the Vietnam War by Black veterans by Wallace Terry. And then I got Shade Shaper by Daniel Ollie's Older. And then I got the Dragon Lord book by John Hollins. And then I got the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman by Ernest J. Gaines. And then Kindle wise, I got the Dragon series by Stephen R. Lawhead. I did not write that this was for the Kindle. I got the whole trilogy, The Hall of the Dragon King, The Warlords of Nin, and The Swords and the Flame. There's one girl, I think she did a review of it, and if I can find it, I'll put it down there, she was like the main one who talked about this, and she said it was really good. So when I saw the whole trilogy for sale, I just had to go and get it. And then from Amazon, I got The Marvels by Brian Selznick, and this is an art copy. This is not what I ordered. I ordered a like new hardcover copy, and I was going to complain about it, but then I saw that it was signed, so I just let it go. And I believe like it was a charity one also. It was from Goodwill, so I just let it go. It was mainly probably because it was signed, but maybe one day I'll find a hardcover. But I really do like the pictures and stuff, and I really enjoyed this book. So, and then from Bookmooch, I got I Am America and So Can You by Stephen Colbert. He was doing the most with this. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll link it down below. I already like showed everyone. It came like this, and it has a ribbon, which I really enjoyed. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. Finally, I remember when he came out with this, and I'm like, I'm gonna get that book soon. Apparently soon is years later. And then I got The Blinding Knife by Brent Weeks. This is the second book in the Lightbringer series, and I had previously had the second one, but it was in paperback, and that was totally 100% my mistake via thrift books. Apparently I was not looking right, so I'm glad I got this so I can hopefully start the series sometime soon, because I also got The Broken Eye by Brent Weeks, which is number 3. But if you guys can see a problem here, let me know what that is. And the first book is as big as this one, so I don't know what happened here because they're made by the same company. Done. And then I guess that's all I got from Amazon, and let's move on to my book outlet, which I mostly placed because of all the Penguin Drop Caps editions that they have. So again, I'm not sure if I said this at the beginning. I will be linking my 2017 shelf down below, so if you guys want to go know more about any more of those books, that's where they'll be. The first one I got is something I've been wanting for a long time anyway, and that is Moby Dick, or The Whale by Herman Melville, and I'm really looking forward to this. And then I got The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Muck Kidd. Don't be afraid, as no life-loving bee wants to sting you. Still, don't be an idiot. Wear long sleeves and long pants. I really did enjoy the movie, so I'm really looking forward to this. And then I got A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce. I got Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I would always rather be happy than dignified. I love these little quotes they have on the back here. And then I got Joan O'Hara, Butterfield 8 by Joan O'Hara. And I know some of these books are sequels, so I have to read some of the first books first. Well, I think most of them are the first book, so I'm starting Sirius, and I really wish that the series were in the Penguin Drop Cap editions, but still lovely. Canary Row by John Steinbeck. Perhaps that might be the way to write this book, to open the page and to let the stories crawl in by themselves. And then, come on ke-sha, go a little faster. I got Kristen Lavender The Wreath by Signe Unset, and I really hate the fact that like one or two of the books had like all this all over it, but I'm also glad that it was done to the sticker at the most, so maybe I'm gonna try to get these stickers off of here. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. If you have ever attempted to get a sticker off Penguin Drop Caps, let me know, because I don't want to ruin them. And then last, well not last, I got Sky Barrel by Xenia. I'm hoping that I'll be getting some of the other ones sometime soon, like Book Outlet will be doing get some more in at the same time, because sometimes I'll get them on in like one by a time, but I don't want to buy them like that. I would rather buy them all together, save money. And then I got My Antonia by Willa Cather. This is happiness to be dissolved into something complete and great. I got Great Expectation by Charles Dickens, which I've already read. And then I got Middlemarch by George Eliot. What we do, we live for it. If it is not to make life less difficult to each other. Oh, what do we live for if it is not to make life more difficult for each other? I was like, that did not sound right. Then I got Madame Bovary, We Should Not Touch Our Idols. Their gilding will remain on our hands by Gustave Flaubert. I've heard a lot about this, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then I got Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, and An Artist of the Floating World by Kazuo Ishiguro. He moves his lantern again, causing one picture to fade into shadow and another to appear. And I already own The Shadow of the Wind and The Lord of Flies in this edition, so I have quite a bit of them now. And then I got American Gods by Neil Gaiman, the 10th anniversary edition with the author's preferred text, so I'm really interested in reading this again sometime soon. And then I got the third book in Victoria Schwab's Shades of Magic series, A Conjuring of Light. I have not read the first one first, but I collected all of them from Goodreads, so I'm really looking forward to that, and I love Dishes. And last but not least, I got The Beauty and the Beast, lavishly illustrated with interactive elements, illustrated by Malama. I can't. But this edition looks so gorgeous, and I just hope it has all the pieces, because when it came, it didn't come in the shrink wrap like the other copy I got, the Jungle Book, so hopefully that is a thing. So it has all the pieces, because they have like interactive like elements, like stuff like this in here. But I think from what I can see that like they're all bounded in there, so hopefully. That is all the books that I have to show you. You guys let me know down below what's like a favorite editions of stuff that you own. Like, do you collect any classics and any certain editions that you like to get? Or if you guys have read any of these books before, or if you guys plan to, let me know. And let me know what books that you guys have gotten lately. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.